Hey Justin, I just want to tell you that in my experience, I've never met a Zionist who is afraid to admit that they're a Zionist. I mean, in fact, it's quite the opposite. They never shut the fuck up. I mean, you should see these motherfuckers in my comments, man. Threatening me with death, rape, torture, wishing every evil possible on me. This is doublespeak bullshit, man. You know, the thing is, what you're really saying here is that you're not afraid to admit that you've been coerced into supporting a genocidal death cult, because in one way or another these guys have got to you. You're either bribed, blackmailed, or blind. And I suspect that it might be all three. But what I will tell you, who is genuinely afraid, is more or less the entire world of Zionists. And I'm not talking just about the Palestinians or the southern Lebanese or the Syrians that they're constantly murdering in their delusional attempt to create the greater Israel. I mean, ordinary people, particularly somebody who might be mistaken for an Arab. You just have to think what happened in Miami less than 2 weeks ago when some fucking Zionist nutcase sees two guys who he thinks look like Palestinians in a car and just shoots at them. And when those guys turn out to be Israelis, their response, before they even knew who shot them or why, is to assume that the person who shot them was a Palestinian and come out with a hashtag on their Facebook post saying death to Arabs. These people are fucking nuts, man. So I don't know if you're just a product of decades of propaganda, whether they've bribed you with something, or whether, you know, they've got photos of you kiddie fiddling. I don't know why you support Zionism, but I can tell you that it cannot be on the basis of the morality or principles or values of their actions. And what you're implying here is that there's a bunch of Jewish people subject to fear of admitting they're Jewish, but you're couching it in phrase using the word Zionist in order to conflate Jewish with Zionist, to conflate anti-Semitism with Zionism or being anti-Zionist. And you think that this is subtle and clever, but in fact it's just transparent, Justin. You're a stooge, you're a shill. And the only good thing about this is how you've destroyed whatever legacy you have. So fuck off into the sunset. And let's hope the Canadian people at the next election choose compassion and rational thinking. And at the end of all of this, from the river to the sea, Palestine will and must be free, with Canada's help or its opposition. And I strongly urge the Canadian people to get on the right side of history on this one, as many of them clearly are, and see this hollow man for what he is. Bought and paid for, complicit, participant in the worst atrocity in humanity in this century. Fuck Trudeau, fuck Israel, fuck Zionists.